On a busy afternoon, a small café hummed with quiet conversations. Near the corner, a young woman sat alone, scrolling her phone, coffee untouched beside her. A young man walked in, looked around, every table full, except the empty chair across from her. He approached politely and said with a simple smile, "Excuse me? May I sit here?" The woman slowly looked up and said loudly enough for the entire room to hear, "Are you serious right now? Just because I'm sitting alone doesn't mean I'm available. Men like you never know boundaries." The cafe froze. Heads turned. Forks stopped midair. An elderly woman nearby whispered, "Shameless." A few people pulled out their phones. The young man's face went pale, not with anger, but with that specific kind of pain that comes from being judged publicly for nothing. He quietly stepped back and sat alone near the counter, staring at the floor. The room slowly returned to its noise. A few minutes later, the woman walked toward him with a calm smile. "I owe you an explanation. I'm a psychology student. I study public reactions to social embarrassment. You were just part of my experiment." The young man looked at her quietly, then smiled. He turned slightly toward the room and said in a clear, steady voice, "Interesting. So tell me, does your experiment also study what happens when the person you humiliate turns out to understand minds better than you expected?" He paused. "Because I'm a psychiatry student, and I know for a fact, the shame you engineer in someone for research doesn't disappear with an explanation. The damage is real. The apology is just data." He picked up his bag and walked out. The woman stood there. The room was silent again, but this time no one was looking at him. Because the moment you use someone's dignity as an experiment, life has a quiet way of making you the subject.